Tacitus going to the front. Tacitus strikes to the lead. Tacitus to win the Tampa Bay Derby. Here comes Improbable to join the leaders.
And Improbable slingshots to the front. Long Range Toddy is running a very big one in the center of the track. Long Range Toddy trying to gun him down. Improbable, here's Long Range Toddy. Omaha Beach is in front. He has a 2-length lead. Game Winner trying to gun him down on the money, and Rosario says it's game time. Game Winner, Omaha Beach, right together in Omaha Beach. I think he turned him away. Omaha Beach.
That is wickedly close.
I think the interesting thing about the Rebel Stakes Division 2 and the Rebel Stakes overall, both divisions, is that you've got four really nice contenders on the face, and that would be the winner of the first division, Long Range Toddy, Improbable, and then Omaha Beach, who prevailed by a nose over Game Winner in the second division. And then when you look at Division 1, you look at the horses. Galilean made a nice run. He ran a very good race, and I think he could improve. And as I said before, if horses go backwards and others go forward, Galilean could be one of those going forward. He looks like an Uncle Mo that wants to go further than his sire, and we all know, of course, he's already produced a Kentucky Derby winner in Nyquist. He could end up being a horse that could last longer than Nyquist. He had that great run from his 2-year-old year to the San Vicente, the Florida Derby, and the Kentucky Derby. Ran okay in the Preakness, and then he, of course, went on a downward trend. But Galilean is interesting. Extra Hope, some people think he's really overachieving to run in these races, but he's a nice horse for Richard Bandel. I thought he ran a very good fourth. That could be transferable to another prep like the Bluegrass. He could be effective somewhere else and get enough points to get in the Derby. It's going to be a little tough for him, but those are horses out of there that look pretty good. And as I said before, I think it's very interesting in the fact that when you look at these horses, Game Winner, like I said, I think he has the constitution to handle these Triple Crown races. Omaha Beach is really talented, and we're just going to find out where the bodies end up lying once the shooting at the OK Corral is done with, and the smoke clears and the cool wind of reason blows in, and we find out who our Derby contenders are and who ultimately is going to win the Kentucky Derby. But again, let's take a look at some figures in Division 2. Omaha Beach ran that last. Again, the buyers, let's go over that, review the buyers. 96 buyer speed figure for the winner. Omaha Beach, 118 U.S. time form. Game Winner, finishing a nose behind, was 96 in his speed, in his buyer, and 118. Interestingly enough, take a look at the closing quarter mile. 30.66 racehorse time for Omaha Beach. Normally that would be lights out, but Game Winner ran a 30.44. So obviously, of course, he had to chase a horse who opened up a 2-length lead in the stretch, but this really looks, this is a promising stat for Game Winner. It shows that he has some acceleration. We're all wondering if that acceleration is going to be something dynamic of what you saw when Victory Gallop, when he became a handicap horse. He had that really explosive run. Is he going to have those gears like Real Quiet after he finished second to Indian Charlie in the Santa Anita Derby? Then he exploded in the Kentucky Derby off the turn, making a move a lot sooner than a lot of people thought he would, and boom, that was the difference that in that race that allowed him to defeat Victory Gallop in that race. Then he ran even better in the Preakness and did the same thing. So I'm wondering if Game Winner has that explosiveness, or is he just going to grind horses down? That's a little bit of a concern, not because he's not a really good horse, but because there are going to be those stalk and pouncers that are going to get first run, and I'm wondering how quickly he can go from gear 1 to 4 to 5 to 7. Does he have a 7th gear? And in this race, he showed that he's got a 6. He's got a real good 6th gear, and he might have that 7th gear where once you get past 7, because remember, automobiles only usually have, other than race cars on the professional level, 6 gears. So when you hit 7, we're talking about freak. We're talking about supersonic stuff. So is he that kind of horse, or is he a grinder that's going to slowly but surely maybe not wear you down and win, but he can certainly hit the board while other horses are tiring, gasping for air, and having that coronary on the final turn or in the late stages of a Grade 1 Classic, or in this case, as we get close to the Triple Crown, the route race 9 furlong preps. So that's going to be interesting, and we want to see if Omaha Beach, how he'll do when he stretches stretches out. He's got speed. Can he harness it? Can he sit back? Or is he a horse that's got that high cruising speed where even when he's not going 100, he's using all of his 9 gears, he's still on the lead, near the lead, and when you think that he might be getting tired or not have enough gas, he's got those, as I said before, those extra gears that only freak horses have. Is he that kind of a horse? So we're going to find out a lot of those answers in the weeks leading up to it. I still say that Mucho Gusto looks really, really underratedly good. I mean, people are just not talking about him. They may talk about him more, though, with the upcoming Sunland Derby. But once again, trainer Dick Mandela is in the Derby picture, at least for the time being. We'll see if otherwise noted. But for right now, off his stirring stretch run against 2018 two-year-old champion game winner, he prevails in the Rebel Stakes there by a nose in 142.42. And so that's a great performance from him. And again, we'll find out where these horses are going.